So we've been thinking about our lamb range for a long time, and it's apparent that in food service we're just not selling as much of it. When you go out, do you ever see lamb on a menu anymore? Very rarely. And that's really due to cost. So we're looking at what we can do to bring in something that means a whole meat option isn't missing from the menu, and that's why we're launching our new range of mutton. So we've got a really comprehensive range of products. So from the traditional legs, shoulders, mince and dice, we've also got cannons, we've got French trim racks, long bone racks, several other products like TTS, which is top side, top rump and silver side, which can be used for roasting. So lots of different varieties here. The products are actually really high quality, so they're highest quality mutton that you can get in the marketplace today. We've worked really closely with the supplier. It's all British Red Tractor. My favourite is the cannons. They're absolutely superb. They're really lean. They're beautiful to present on a plate. Sliced through, cooked medium rare, they're superb. The difference between lamb and mutton is that it's really based on teeth. So lamb don't have ear tags and passports like cattle have. So lamb is graded on their teeth. So it's when they get their first permanent incisors, they then move into hogget, and that kind of stays for about 6 months, and then mutton is after that. So it's all based on teeth, which seems really bizarre, but that's how it's graded. So looking at price, obviously this is key, and at the moment it's probably about 20% difference in the market at the moment between the cost of lamb and mutton, which makes it so much more affordable. So that's all from me. We're just now going to hand over to Ollie. He's going to cook some amazing dishes using this range.
So next up in this exciting mutton series is the mutton neck. So obviously the neck gives a really nice menu presence. So we're going to do a mutton neck rogan josh with some little Indian snacks with it. So I'm going to dice the neck up, which is beautiful, into nice big chunks.
So this is a classic cut to use for curries, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Low and slow. All that meat and the fat and the sinews are going to cook down, and it's going to make that meat super nice and gelatinous, which is perfect for something like a curry. We're going to drop that mutton neck into some flour and give it a good season, and then we're going to take it to a pan and crisp it off, ready to start the braise. So the sauce I'm going to use today is, as mentioned, the Rogan Josh sauce. So I'm using a Cisco classic Rogan Josh sauce, which is already done. It's got all the nice bits of diced onion in it, all ready to go. So super convenient, labour-saving product to use on top of this mutton Rogan Josh. So we're going to give the mutton a real good sear, and then I'm going to drop that Rogan Josh sauce over the top, along with some char grilled peppers. I want to do these quite big and chunky, just moving out those little chunks there to drop into the curry, just to give it that extra bit of texture and interest. So we've got our mutton neck chunks in there. I'm going to put in our charred peppers. And then I'm going to go over the top with the Cisco classic Rogan Josh sauce. And then we'll drop that, once it comes up to the boil, we'll drop that into the oven at 160 for about 2 hours. So to go alongside this mutton Rogan Josh, I'm going to do some little Indian snacks. So I'm just going to throw these into the oven, crisp up. Little selection here, including samosas and bhajis. So I'll get them in the oven, crisping up. And then we're going to do the pilau rice to go with it, which is these really handy individual packets that are frozen, just thaw and microwave. Again, labour-saving, consistency, super easy and quick to use. So they're just sort of 45 seconds in the microwave, depending on the power.
So the Indian snacks that you're serving alongside it, is that almost kind of a sub for like a naan bread or something like that, which traditionally you might serve with a curry?
Yeah, just something a little bit different. Obviously, can upsell with sides and things, but I think it's nice to have these snacks coming on top with the dish. That's the mutton rogan Josh curry. So I'm just going to finish that with a little bit of creme fraiche, just to help with some of those spices and also make the sauce a little bit more velvety and creamy. Colour change with the creme fraiche in the rogan Josh. That's the pilau rice. As I said, simple single serve portions, labour save, and I'm just going to decant straight into the dish and away, no messing around. Serve the rogan Josh. Some of that delicious lamb neck onto there.
I think you mean mutton, chef.
Oh Christ, it was going to happen, wasn't it, chef? And that's the thing, it's so difficult to tell the difference really, ultimately, with these two products, the lamb and the mutton. But yeah, as I've been corrected, that mutton rogan Josh over the top. Over there. We serve those little snacks alongside it. A nice bit of coriander in there. And then, just for good measure, a little dollop of that. And that is our mutton rogan Josh curry with pilau rice and Indian snacks. Lovely, if I do say so myself. Want a nice little cold Cobra beer with that. Very nice.